Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my work from home routine. So we are a few months now into this new way of living, and being someone who normally works at home by herself, my whole family is here, I'm going to share some things I've learned. A big thanks to Amazon Echo with Alexa, who has teamed up with me today and is sponsoring this video. Tech is a love of mine, and that goes without saying. But there are so many little ways that it helps me throughout the day, and I'm excited to share those with you. So I guess we should just start at the beginning. Once I finally crawl out of bed, which to be honest is getting later and later these days, but once I finally grab a coffee and sit down, this is an opportunity for me to connect with my family, especially my husband Dean. We definitely have grown-up chats about what's going on in the world, how he's feeling about the day, what his plans are, what my plans are. In as much as we are all home, we're definitely trying to create a routine where we feel like there are sections in our day. And we go off and do our own thing, and then we come back together. And being the person in the house who's actually working full-time right now, my role is the work part. And so I am sitting in my office doing my thing for a lot of the day. Welcome to the start of my day. I just realized that I have guests. You are in my office and this got a little messy. I'm gonna tidy it because it's a little bit embarrassing. So in the mornings, I like to really set the tone for the day. And so I often like to play a podcast that's uplifting, short and sweet. Alexa, play Kind World podcast.
Here's Kind World from Spotify, playing the latest episode, Walk with Sean.
One of the great things about Amazon Echo with Alexa is that once you set her up, she gets used to your commands and your voice, and it becomes so simple to use. Kind of awesome. Alexa speaks English and French. She also allows you to connect with others, as you can do hands-free phone calls. You can connect your Fitbit to your Alexa. I mean, there's so many ways that I use this product throughout the day. If you're curious about anything you see in today's video, check the link below, amazon.ca/Alexa Canada. I take some time in the morning to just organize myself. What do I have to do today? Because there's always something to do every day. As much as a creator, you are online, like in front of the camera, there's also a lot of behind the scenes things. So I'm pretty old school in that I have like a traditional planner. And I like the bigger one like this. And I just can't break old habits. When I used to be a manager in insurance, I do the same thing now. Every day I sit down, take a couple minutes, and what do I have to do today? What is priority? And then what are the extras that I'd like to work into my day? And I literally go through and cross things off as I do it, because who doesn't love crossing stuff off? And then whatever I don't get to at the end of the day, I move to the next day. So I spend some time doing that, and then I spend a ton of time in my comment section, in my DMs on Instagram, and I really take a lot of time to engage with my audience, reply to your comments. Sometimes it's a heart, sometimes it's actually replying, but I feel like that's a very important part of content creation, is community building. And then I greet you guys on Instagram and do the whole thing, and that's how I like to start my day. And I've noticed that in order to maintain the mental health and well-being of working at home in these uncertain times, I need to have sections of the day where I am up and out of my office, grass under my feet, getting fresh air, or taking a minute to play with the kids, a card game, reading a book. I need to have different moments of the day. Otherwise, it can just feel like it's never ending. So I want to share some of that with you and how I break it up. When you're feeling just a little unmotivated to work out? Alexa, ask Fitbit how I'm doing today.
You've taken about 1,600 steps. I don't see any active minutes data for you yet. Try to take a walk today, but don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
She's right. And you know what? I always feel better when I work out, so let's do this. Prioritizing fitness into my day, making sure I stop for meals, spending a little bit of time with my kids, even if it's just a conversation, creates some balance throughout my workday. On days like today, where I'm actually going to be filming a dedicated video, I go a little extra with the hair and the makeup, and I get ready. Makeup and hair and all of that is not necessary. What's important is feeling like there's a shift in the day. So putting on clothes that are more work related or daytime appropriate, or things I would leave the house in, and getting ready for the day and dressed for the day is a huge one for me. Okay, let's go set up my office because we got to film a video today. My love of tech is of no surprise to anyone, but I am very selective in the items I choose that truly make my everyday life just that much easier. Here's the other thing. Working in a creative space like YouTube, like social media, means you have to find ways to keep the creativity flowing. And there are definitely times where I get stuck creatively, but I found that the key to my success is movement. Whether it's taking a walk, working out, laughing with my kids, switching stuff up, but probably my favorite way is to dance. It's that time of day. I just need to shake it off. Gotta get out of my chair. Alexa, can you play Wait a Minute by Willow?
Wait a Minute by Willow from Spotify.
So there is a portion of my day where I spend planning content and what types of videos am I going to create. But listen, sometimes this goes in waves and sometimes I am more motivated than other times. But I, again, coming back to like a pen to paper kind of gal, and I list out types of videos based on interactions with my community, with you guys. I check the comments section, again, being very in tune with why people come to my channel, what people like to watch, and then how I can create content I enjoy and like cover all of the bases. So I sit down and I start to just write out concept ideas, what I think I might like to create. And this has helped me develop my channel over the years, because when you're coming at it like really fly by the seat of your pants, it's fun and it's authentic. But on the flip side, it can also be really stressful to sit down and be like, oh my God, I'm supposed to have a video tomorrow. I have no idea. Where now, again, when you come back to like the morning part of my day, when I sit down and it's like, what am I planning for the day? I'm also planning out the remainder of the week. For example, if on Monday I know I want to have a video related to podcasts or whatnot, then I plan that about 4 days before I should start filming. So that gives me time to film, time to edit, time to optimize. And scheduling has changed the game for me and allowed me to work in a way that reduces stress and increases output. And I'm really proud of the content I create. So, planning is a huge part of what we do as content creators. Alexa, open rainforest sounds.
Okay, here's sleep sounds, rainforest sounds.
If any of you are working from home, then you probably appreciate that boundaries are really important. If you can establish them in order to just be in the game, right? Like if you're wearing the mom hat, you're in that space. If you're working creatively, you're in that space. But sometimes when those edges blurs, when things get a little bit hard to manage, even when you're working from home, it's important to find ways to just decompress at the end of your workday. So, when you were working outside the home, maybe it was the drive home, the commute back home, even the walk. What I try to do now that literally I am 5 steps away from the rest of my house is I like to just take 5 minutes, decompress, and then I can just enter into the parenting space with ease. And I feel like I've kind of just released all that work, the work vibes. Alexa, open Headspace.
Here's the skill Headspace. What would you like to do?
Start meditating now. And that's a wrap on my day. But to be perfectly honest, there are days where I do carry on a little later into the night with some editing and some prep for the following day, because truth be told, I genuinely love what I do. I love the aspect of editing. I love creating content. So often, once the kids have gone to bed, I sneak back in here and I do a touch more work. C'est la vie. A big thanks to Amazon Echo with Alexa for teaming up with me today and sponsoring this video. If you'd like to learn more about anything you saw, links below, amazon.ca/Alexa Canada. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.